Okay, so I just have to say that this is the third time that I'm trying to record this video because my cat keeps getting into stuff and my husband just walked in and it's like chaos right now. So let's see if I can get through this. I'm making this video to kind of walk you through the meal planning process because I know it can be intimidating, but it's just kind of one of those things that you learn as you go. So hopefully some of these tips I'm about to give you will be helpful. So I'm going to start by showing you how I organize my meal plan. This top part here is specific to 80-day obsession, so you can just ignore that. But I do still use the same containers as 21 Day Fix. So it's the same kind of, process. If you remember when I showed you the program materials that are in 21 Day Fix in your Beachbody On Demand account, after you do the calculation and you determine if you're on plan A, B, C, or D, then that tells you how many containers you need each day. So basically I color code everything to make sure that I'm getting in all my containers each day. Typically, I make breakfast, my snacks, and my lunch the same for the whole week, just because, this helps with budgeting at the grocery store. If I don't have as much to buy, obviously I'm saving money. And also it just helps with time. It makes it easier to prep on Sundays and just makes it a lot quicker to get done. So you'll also see in here that I have my times that I'm going to eat. I feel like this kind of just helps me stay a little bit more organized. I also have my workout block in there, so I know that I'm going to get a good meal before and after my workout. So you'll see I've got my breakfast, snack, my lunch, and then typically for dinner, I plan 2 to 3 meals and then just do leftovers throughout the week. And you'll see here on Friday, I have my treat meal. So I always plan my treat meal because I find if I have that to look forward to at the end of the week, then I'm more likely to stay on track the rest of the week. So that's just something that I think is helpful. And you guys should incorporate that in your planning. So this is it. This is my meal plan. It's what I've been doing for the last year. And honestly, now I don't even need to look at it. Like, it's all in my head pretty much, but just for the sake of grocery shopping and making a list, I always plan it out. Now I'm going to show you where you can find some good recipes. So if you go to your account, go to Beachbody On Demand, wait for it to load. And then go to See All. This is where I'm going to start. I have 2 places to show you. And then you'll see all the programs, and there is a program called Fixate. So this is basically like a cooking show on here. This is Autumn and her brother, so you'll recognize her from 21 Day Fix. There's videos that you can watch, like them actually make the recipes, which is really helpful sometimes. You can also just go to program materials and basically look at the cookbook. So I actually have the cookbook in a hard copy, but I bought this before I knew that this cookbook was online, which I wish I had known because it's pretty much the same thing. But you literally get everything in this cookbook that's online, and they're always updating it, which is awesome. So if you go through, the PDF form is great because I can, just click on a recipe, almond crusted chicken, which is delicious. It tells you the container count, and it tells you how to make it, all the ingredients, blah, blah, blah. And then if you click these little lines, it'll take you back to the top. So if you want to just kind of go through and see what they have and the different options, you can do that. So this is a great place to get some great recipes. I've used tons of these. They're all awesome. Now the second place, we're going to go back to like the main page for Beachbody On Demand. And if you click here on blog, I love the blog. It's awesome. Just wait for it to load. You'll see recipes. So I'm going to click recipes. Wait for it to load again. And then, I'm sorry if I'm going really fast. I'm just trying to do this before my husband comes back inside from walking the dog. Let's see, I clicked on chicken recipes. And And here you go. You got tons and tons of recipes. Slow cooker chicken tacos. This one is one of my favorite, teriyaki chicken stir fry. Let's just look at that. I have this one probably maybe twice a month. It's so good, and Josh loves it. So it loads, takes you through everything. You've got the ingredients, the instructions, and if you go to the bottom, it also tells you the container count, which is super helpful. Portion fixed containers. And also there are tons of recipes on Pinterest. I always just warn people, if you go on Pinterest and type in 21 Day Fix approved recipes, there's tons, but I just, always warn people because I never really know if I can actually trust those container counts. So this is pretty much where I always start. And then if I'm wanting something new, I might get on Pinterest and look for things there also. One more thing I want to show you is this food list. I have it printed. I keep it on my fridge, so I always have it to grab. It is basically a list of all the different options for each of the containers, and I can actually show you where to find it on here. So like one of the things I always tell people when they first start meal planning is to keep things simple. With the recipes, they're great, but sometimes it can get complicated trying to make sure you account for all the containers you need without going over. So when I first started, I honestly took this food list. Let me pull it up here. And I would just like build my meals from here. So for dinner, if I wanted to have a red, a yellow, and a green, I would say, okay, I'm going to have chicken, I'm going to have broccoli, and I'm going to have brown rice. And honestly, this is something I do a lot just because I feel like it makes it easy to make simple meals. You just piece together what you want. And I think, I know that I'm getting the food and the containers that I need in an easy way. So definitely print this out and just have it on hand. That way, if you want to have a snack too, and you're like, okay, I need to have a red, what are my options? It's just some great examples to have on hand. Okay, so other than that, I think I got through everything. If you have any questions, comment, let me or Brooke know. We're here to help. And we will share some meal plan examples in the file section in the Facebook group. So look through those also and let us know if you have any questions, and happy meal planning.